So anyways, back to my point about Obama. It really isn't a surprise that it was Obama that told them to not really go full throttle with this, because he's a status quo manager at the end of the day. I mean, do I need to remind you that he didn't really lobby hard for legalizing marijuana while he was in office? He only really started to free nonviolent drug offenders at the end of his presidency, right? Also, I don't think I need to get started on all those innocent brown people that his drone program killed overseas as well. So my problem is that it's not going to really have much of an effect. What this really looks like is virtue signaling. This didn't really do anything. Like, if you go back to my video where I talked about, and this is before the bubble, where there was discussion of some players thinking that it was in their best interest, in the best interest of their people, of the Black liberation movement, it was best for them to sit out, right? I was actually one of the people that said that they shouldn't sit out, because they can continue to do their important work for this cause, Black Lives Matter and things of that nature, while playing. But I really respected it. And my thing was that if you're going to take this route, very noble one, then you should have went full throttle with it. If they had decided to sit out for the rest of the season, that would have been so much more impactful, right? Because that would have really put a that would have really made the owners lose a lot of money. That would have forced the owners to then call up their political buddies that they're giving contributions to and telling them, look, we really need you guys to implement community oversights in our police departments in our cities. We really need you to have police departments mandate all officers to wear body cameras, right? They should have, my thing is that they should have had some more leadership. It was just way too disorganized. There was just way too many competing interests, and no one really knew what it is that they were really fighting for. Because yeah, it's a great thing to sit out, very noble. They don't have to do it at all, right? Because I mean, why should they sit out, right? Why let them just continue making money, right? That's why it's so noble of them to sit out. But if there's no strategy behind it, it's just pointless. And as I said to before, it's just virtue signaling. Like, again, I've mentioned this website before in a previous video, but they should have like listed some of the policy initiatives that Campaign Zero website has talked about. Again, like implementing community oversight boards, ending the militarization of the police forces. Like, they should have had tangible demands that they then handed off to owners in order to tell politicians that here are the demands that we want. Otherwise, we're not going to play anymore, right? And if the politicians didn't meet these demands, well, guess what? No more LeBron James, no more James Harden, right? And you can't just substitute these players and bring in people from the G League or Europe. Like, no, like, people want to see the top players performing, right? And if you weren't going to meet these demands, well, guess what? No more sports for the meantime. So I say all this to say that would have been a much more effective way. Obviously, that's easier said than done, but that I think would have really brought about radical change. This, it's just a half measure at the end of the day, and it's disappointing that, of course, it was Obama that convinced them to not go down the path of actually like sitting out for the rest of the season. But I understand why they would take advice from Obama, because I mean, they love Obama. He's this very charismatic guy. He loves basketball. He's funny, right? He has this very flowery language. He says all the right things at the right times, right? So it makes you think that he's on his side. But again, when you go back to his track record, it's a mixed bag at the end of the day. So it's disappointing that they did start off like with striking, which was very good, but they didn't go anywhere with it. So, I mean, obviously I'm cautiously optimistic. I hope that this new initiatives that they've started with the league will actually do something, but realistically, it's not going to do any substantive change. But anyways, let me know what you guys think about this whole situation. Do you guys think that it was correct for them to continue on with the playoffs and take Obama's advice? Or do you think that they should have went full throttle with the strike and actually decided to sit out for the rest of the season unless certain reforms were met, such as, I don't know, body cameras, community oversight boards on the police? Let me know what you guys think about this whole situation. And as always, thank you again for watching. If you like what you see here and you want to see more, make sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit on the bell so you never miss a notification. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace. Peace.